Ever wondered why your diabetes feels harder to control, even when you're following all the rules? What if the real missing piece isn't just about meds and carbs, but something most people never think of? Ready to discover 3 powerful vitamins that could dramatically change how you feel every day? When most people think about managing diabetes, they often jump straight to cutting carbs, taking medications, and keeping a close eye on their blood sugar levels. And while all of that certainly plays a role, what if I told you there's a crucial element many diabetics overlook, one that could hold the key to making diabetes more manageable and your life more energetic? We're talking about essential nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that help insulin do its job, safeguard your nerves, and prevent serious complications from taking hold. Surprisingly, a large number of diabetics are unknowingly deficient in these vital nutrients. These deficiencies can worsen fatigue, pain, inflammation, and even blood sugar control. The good news? Identifying and fixing them might be the game changer you've been waiting for. In this guide, we'll uncover the top 3 vitamins every diabetic needs to take back control of their health. Whether you're constantly exhausted, dealing with nerve issues, or struggling to manage blood sugar, these nutrients could transform the way you feel starting today. Let's dive in. Number 1. Vitamin D. If you're diabetic, vitamin D is far more important than you probably realize. It's not just about maintaining strong bones or supporting your immune system. Vitamin D plays a massive role in regulating insulin sensitivity, managing inflammation, promoting nerve health, and even protecting internal organs. Unfortunately, people with diabetes are naturally more susceptible to vitamin D deficiency. This is largely due to insulin resistance and chronic inflammation, which interfere with how vitamin D is absorbed and activated in the body. On top of that, high blood sugar and frequent urination can lead to increased vitamin D loss, flushing it from your system before it can be effectively used. In addition to those internal factors, lifestyle habits also play a major role in worsening vitamin D deficiency among diabetics. Many people living with diabetes don't get enough natural sunlight, the primary source of vitamin D for the human body. With increased time spent indoors, whether due to mobility limitations, work habits, or colder climates, the skin produces far less vitamin D than it's capable of. And the older you get, the more challenging this becomes. As we age, our pancreas and liver, which are responsible for activating vitamin D, begin to lose efficiency. That means even if you are getting some sun exposure or vitamin D through diet, your body may not be utilizing it properly. A deficiency in vitamin D can be identified through a simple blood test, typically measuring levels of 25-hydroxyvitamin D. However, the body often gives signs well before the results come in. These signs may seem subtle at first, but tend to escalate over time. Common symptoms include persistent fatigue, muscle weakness, bone pain, and slower wound healing. Some people also experience tingling, numbness, or frequent infections due to a weakened immune system. Mental fog, low mood, or even sugar cravings and unexplained inflammation may also indicate low vitamin D. When levels fall too low, it doesn't just impact how you feel, it affects almost every major system in your body. For instance, fertility may decline in both men and women. In men, low vitamin D is linked to reduced testosterone levels and poor sperm quality, while in women, it can disrupt ovulation and estrogen balance, making conception more difficult. Additionally, libido may drop in both sexes, partly due to its connection with testosterone and overall hormonal function. Your nervous system also suffers. Vitamin D plays a critical role in nerve protection and repair, so when levels are low, symptoms of neuropathy such as burning, tingling, and slow reflex can worsen. Meanwhile, the kidneys are placed under additional stress, since vitamin D helps regulate calcium balance. Without enough, the risk of kidney stones and chronic kidney disease increases significantly. Vision is another area where low vitamin D takes a toll. It's essential for maintaining the health of small blood vessels in the eyes. Without it, these vessels are more vulnerable to oxidative stress and inflammation, which can accelerate the development of diabetic retinopathy, leading to progressive vision loss. One of the most dangerous consequences of vitamin D deficiency appears in the cardiovascular system. Numerous studies have linked low vitamin D levels to high blood pressure, arterial stiffness, and plaque buildup. These issues greatly increase the risk of serious complications, such as heart attacks and strokes. At a cellular level, vitamin D acts as a power switch for insulin sensitivity. It binds to vitamin D receptors on pancreatic beta cells, helping them produce and release insulin more effectively. It also reduces chronic inflammation by lowering levels of pro-inflammatory cytokines, which are often elevated in people with diabetes. Another critical function of vitamin D is regulating calcium transport within cells, which is necessary for proper nerve signaling, muscle contractions, and stable blood sugar control. If you want to naturally raise your vitamin D levels, food choices are incredibly important. Cod liver oil is the most potent source. Just 1 tablespoon delivers around 340% of your daily requirement. Wild-caught salmon provides a hefty 130% per 3.5 ounce, 100 gram serving, while canned sardines, with bones, offer about 110% in the same serving size. Egg yolks are a more modest source, with 2 large eggs offering roughly 20%. And sunlight-exposed mushrooms can give about 40% per 100 grams, but only if they've been grown under UV light. If you're someone who appreciates gourmet meals, you're in luck. There are delicious and nutrient-dense options that are rich in vitamin D. A Japanese miso-glazed salmon with sesame spinach, 180 grams, delivers nearly 150% of your daily needs. A Norwegian-style pan-seared cod liver with garlic butter, 80 grams, provides an impressive 300%. Or, for something more luxurious, consider black truffle scrambled eggs with shiitake mushroom stew. Eggs with 50 grams of mushrooms can give you up to 60% of your daily vitamin D needs. If your diet isn't quite enough, supplements can be a highly effective option. Just remember, not all supplements are created equal. Nordic Naturals Vitamin D. 3 offers between 1,000 and 5,000 IU per soft gel, and it's one of the purest, most bioavailable forms available. Another excellent product is Thorne Research Vitamin D Plus K2, which delivers 5,000 IU per capsule and includes vitamin K2 to help direct calcium into your bones rather than your arteries. However, keep in mind that some foods and lifestyle habits can actually worsen a vitamin D deficiency by interfering with its absorption. Processed vegetable oils like soybean and sunflower oil increase inflammation, which makes it harder for your body to utilize vitamin D. Refined sugars and carbohydrates accelerate magnesium depletion, and since magnesium is necessary to activate vitamin D, this only compounds the issue. Excessive alcohol intake impairs liver function, which is where vitamin D is converted into its usable form. Lastly, high phytate grains such as whole wheat and brown rice can bind to minerals and reduce vitamin D absorption. So, improving vitamin D levels isn't just about popping a supplement. It's about making smart, holistic lifestyle choices that help your body absorb and activate this essential nutrient effectively. It means getting more sunshine when you can, eating nutrient-rich foods, reducing inflammatory and sugary items, and ensuring your digestive system is healthy enough to make full use of the vitamin D you take in. If this information has been helpful so far, please let us know in the comment section below. And now, let's move on to vitamin number 2, vitamin B12. All right, let's talk about it. If you're diabetic, you are at a significantly higher risk of developing a vitamin B12 deficiency. And the reality is, most people have no idea it's even happening. One of the biggest culprits? Metforminase, the very medication that is widely prescribed to help regulate blood sugar. While it's effective in managing glucose levels, it also interferes with your body's ability to absorb B12 from food. Over time, your B12 levels can drop steadily without you realizing it. But that's not the only problem. High blood sugar levels themselves cause damage to the stomach lining, which makes it even harder for your digestive system to extract and absorb B12 properly. And as you age, this issue becomes more pronounced. The stomach naturally produces less acid over time, and B12 needs this acid to be absorbed efficiently. So even if you're eating the right foods, absorption becomes compromised. Here's the tricky part. B12 deficiency doesn't announce itself overnight. It creeps up slowly, and the symptoms can be vague or mistaken for other issues like aging or general fatigue. You don't just wake up one day and feel terrible. It's more subtle than that. What are the biggest red flags? Nerve issues. Tingling, numbness, or a burning sensation in the hands and feet can indicate that your nerves aren't getting the B12 they need to function or repair. You might also notice you're feeling excessively tired, lightheaded, or experiencing shortness of breath. That's because B12 is essential for producing red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout your body. Ever feel like your memory isn't what it used to be? Struggling with brain fog or difficulty concentrating? Some people even begin to worry they're developing dementia, when in fact, they're simply dealing with low B12 levels. And it doesn't stop there. Low B12 impacts every major system in the body. In men, it reduces testosterone levels and sperm quality, which lowers fertility and libido. In women, it disrupts ovulation and can increase the risk of miscarriage. Your nervous system suffers the most. B12 is critical for protecting and repairing nerves, so without it, symptoms of diabetic neuropathy can worsen dramatically. Your kidneys are also affected. B12 deficiency causes an increase in homocysteine, a harmful amino acid that damages kidney tissue and raises the risk of chronic kidney disease. Your vision can be impacted as well. The optic nerve relies on B12 for proper function, and in severe cases, deficiency can even lead to permanent vision loss. And let's not forget your heart and blood vessels. Without enough B12, homocysteine levels go up, which leads to arterial damage, blood clots, high blood pressure, and a significantly increased risk of heart attacks and strokes. Now, let's go a little deeper. Why does your body need B12 so badly? At the cellular level, B12 acts like engine oil for your body. It keeps systems running smoothly by supporting energy production, DNA synthesis, and nerve function. One of its most important roles is converting homocysteine into methionine, which helps reduce inflammation and protects blood vessels. For diabetics, B12 is especially critical for regenerating damaged nerves, reducing fatigue, and restoring mental clarity. Without it, cell aging accelerates, insulin resistance increases, and your ability to heal or recover from damage slows down drastically. So, how do you fix this? Start with food, then look at supplements. The most reliable sources of vitamin B12 are animal-based, since plants do not contain usable forms of this nutrient. Beef liver is one of the most concentrated B12 sources. Just one serving can provide 3,500% of your daily need. Clams are even higher, with a 100-gram portion delivering 4,000%. Sardines offer about 350%, and salmon gives around 200% in the same serving size. Even 2 large eggs provide approximately 25% of your daily intake. If you're into gourmet dining, there are some luxurious ways to enjoy your B12. A 150-gram portion of French foie gras with truffle sauce delivers around 2,000%. A serving of Japanese uni, sea urchin, sashimi can offer up to 3,000%, while lobster thermidor, 200 grams, packs in 1,500%. So, if you enjoy high-end foods, you can truly indulge while supporting your health. However, not everyone eats liver or sea urchin, and that's where supplements come in. Jarrow Formula's Methyl B12, 5,000 micrograms per lozenge, is a great option, especially because it dissolves under the tongue, bypassing the digestive system. Another excellent choice is Thorne Research methylcobalamin, 1,000 micrograms per capsule, which is highly bioavailable and supports both nerve repair and energy metabolism. Here's where you need to be cautious. Some foods and medications can actually make B12 deficiency worse. For example, excessive alcohol consumption damages the lining of the stomach, making it significantly harder for your body to absorb B12 from food or supplements. Over time, this can lead to a cycle of poor nutrient uptake and worsening deficiency symptoms. In addition, processed grains, such as white bread and pasta, are stripped of essential nutrients during manufacturing. These refined carbs not only offer zero nutritional value, but they also trigger inflammation in the body, making B12 absorption even more difficult. They displace more nutritious options from your plate and increase your body's demand for vitamins without actually supplying any. Another major contributor to low B12 levels is the use of acid-reducing medications, particularly proton pump inhibitors, PPIs, like omeprazole or lansoprazole. These medications reduce stomach acid, which is essential for the proper extraction and absorption of B12 from food. If your stomach isn't producing enough acid, no matter how much B12 you consume, your body may struggle to utilize it. And then there's the impact of refined sugar and junk food. These highly processed foods not only raise blood sugar and inflammation, but also make it much harder for your body to retain vital nutrients like B12. Over time, they strip the body of its resilience and deplete the systems that maintain neurological and cardiovascular health. So, here's the deal. If you're feeling fatigued, forgetful, tingly, or just off, don't brush it off as aging or stress. Get your B12 levels tested and start making the right changes now. Add B12-rich foods to your diet. Eliminate foods that interfere with its absorption, and if necessary, use a high-quality supplement to restore your levels. Your nerves, heart, and energy levels will thank you for it. Number 3. Folate, vitamin B9. Now, let's shift our attention to folate, also known as vitamin B9. This is one of those nutrients that doesn't get much attention, but if you're living with diabetes, it should absolutely be on your radar. Folate is essential for overall cell function, and your body doesn't store it long-term. That means you have to continuously replenish it through your diet or with supplements. Here's the issue. People with diabetes are often unable to absorb or utilize folate properly. Chronic high blood sugar levels trigger long-term inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which interfere with folate metabolism. On top of that, if you're taking metformin, a common medication for type 2 diabetes, it makes things worse by blocking folate absorption in the intestines. Even if you're eating folate-rich foods, your levels may still be dropping. And to make matters worse, diabetics tend to urinate more frequently, which means they lose more water-soluble vitamins like folate through urine. All of this makes maintaining healthy folate levels an uphill battle. The tricky part is that folate deficiency can look like regular diabetes symptoms. You might feel more tired than usual, your muscles may feel weaker, or you may notice that your wounds take longer to heal. Many people experience brain fog, forgetfulness, or trouble concentrating, and simply chalk it up to getting older. But when folate levels drop too low, it can also cause anemia. That means your body isn't producing enough red blood cells, which leads to pale skin, dizziness, and shortness of breath. Since folate plays a central role in DNA synthesis and cell repair, not getting enough means your body can't regenerate as efficiently. This leads to even more oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which are already common in people with diabetes. But folate deficiency doesn't just make you tired, it impacts nearly every major system in your body. For example, in men, low folate damages sperm DNA, resulting in weaker, less mobile sperm, which reduces fertility. In women, folate is essential for egg quality and hormone regulation. Without it, the risk of miscarriage and other pregnancy complications increases. Folate also plays a vital role in libido, since it helps improve blood flow and supports nitric oxide production, both of which are key to sexual function. Your nervous system takes a major hit as well. Folate is needed for the production of neurotransmitters, and without it, you may experience depression, neuropathy, brain fog, or memory loss. Your kidneys also rely on folate to regulate homocysteine, an amino acid that, when elevated, contributes to kidney damage. And your eyes aren't spared. Either folate supports healthy circulation and helps reduce oxidative stress in the retina, which can otherwise worsen diabetic vision problems. Let's not forget the heart and blood vessels. Without sufficient folate, homocysteine builds up, damaging arterial walls, increasing blood pressure, and significantly raising your risk of heart attacks and strokes. So, what does folate do at the cellular level? Think of it as a construction worker for your body. It helps repair DNA, assists in cell division, and is essential for producing new red blood cells. It also helps regulate gene expression and reduce inflammation, which is especially crucial for people with diabetes. Folate even improves insulin sensitivity, helping stabilize blood sugar levels and reduce complications over time. Another major benefit? It keeps blood vessels flexible, preventing the stiffness that contributes to poor circulation, a common issue in diabetics. When folate is deficient, cells age faster, heal more slowly, and weaken, all of which worsen the long-term effects of diabetes. How do you fix it? Simple. Food first, supplements second. Some of the richest dietary sources of folate include leafy greens, organ meats, and legumes. For example, beef liver, 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, provides 140% of your daily folate requirement. Cooked spinach gives you about 65% per 100 grams. Cooked lentils supply around 90% per 100 grams. Cooked asparagus offers about 35%. A medium avocado delivers close to 25% of your daily needs. These whole foods are not only packed with folate, but they're also easy for your body to absorb and come loaded with other complementary nutrients that help regulate blood sugar, support heart health, and reduce inflammation. Now, if you're someone who enjoys luxury dining, there are some gourmet options that are exceptionally rich in folate and still deliciously satisfying. For example, a 100-gram portion of French duck liver pâté delivers nearly 200% of your daily folate requirement. This indulgent dish is not only nutrient-dense, but also full of flavor and healthy fats. Next, consider an Italian-style truffle-infused risotto with asparagus and spinach. A generous 200-gram serving provides around 120% of your daily folate intake, along with fiber and plant-based antioxidants that support insulin function. Another excellent choice is Japanese miso-marinated black cod served with edamame puree. A 180-gram portion of this dish delivers 100% of your folate needs and comes with the added benefits of lean protein and anti-inflammatory soy compounds. What's special about these meals is that they don't just raise your folate levels, they also deliver powerful antioxidants that help fight off inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity, which are two major concerns for people with diabetes. These nutrient-packed gourmet meals offer the best of both worlds: indulgent flavor and functional health support. However, if your diet alone isn't cutting it, or if you have absorption issues due to medications or other health conditions, folate supplements can be a valuable addition. But not just any supplement will do. You'll want to look for methylfolate, not synthetic folic acid. Why? Because methylfolate is already in its bioactive form, meaning your body can absorb and utilize it directly without needing to convert it first. One of the top choices on the market is Thorne Research 5-MTHF, which provides 1,000 micrograms per capsule and is known for its excellent absorption rate. Another solid option is Pure Encapsulations Folate, which offers 800 micrograms of methylfolate per capsule and is formulated to ensure maximum effectiveness and digestive ease. Now, while adding the right foods and supplements is essential, it's equally important to recognize that some foods and lifestyle habits can actively deplete your folate levels or block its absorption, making a deficiency worse even if you're doing everything else right. For instance, refined grains such as white rice, white bread, and traditional pasta lose most of their natural folate during processing. Not only do they offer little nutritional value, but they also displace more beneficial foods from your diet. Alcohol, especially in excess, is another major concern. It interferes with the body's ability to properly metabolize folate and reduces how much you can absorb from your meals. Over time, this effect can contribute to chronic depletion. A diet high in refined sugar and ultra-processed foods is another major culprit. These foods increase oxidative stress, which causes your body to burn through more folate just to keep up with the damage. They also contribute to the very inflammation that folate is supposed to help control. Finally, several common medications, including metformin, which is widely prescribed for type 2 diabetes, and antacids, like proton pump inhibitors, can block folate absorption in the intestines. This makes it even more difficult for diabetics to maintain healthy folate levels without supplementation. That's why, if you're diabetic and experiencing ongoing fatigue, nerve discomfort, memory issues, or circulation problems, making sure you're getting enough folate should be a top priority. By incorporating folate-rich whole foods into your daily routine, choosing high-quality methylfolate supplements if needed, and avoiding the things that hinder absorption, you can protect your nerves, boost your energy, and support your heart and kidney health over the long run. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and click the like button and drop a comment below to share which of these vitamins you plan to focus on first. And if you're committed to taking control of your health and learning more practical, science-backed strategies to manage diabetes, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We've got more life-changing tips coming your way designed especially for older adults who want to live stronger, healthier lives. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and as always, stay healthy.